I feel good. So good. I feel good. When I feel good, I just wanna spread love. That's what I'm made of. I just wanna spread love. I ain't got nothing else to do with it. If you need, I'm coming get it. I wish that you with it. If you need, I'm coming get it. I wish this feeling would last forever. I feel good tonight, y'all. I feel good tonight. I wish this feeling would last forever. Guess what? Good. If you feel good tonight, man, let me know you feel good. I feel good tonight. Oh, I feel so good. Welcome to another Thursday of Hero Training. Words to grow on. When we all we got, we all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you are that one, I want you to know that you are enough. You are one of the ones that fight the good fight. When everything going wrong, you are one of the ones that get shit right. We like to start off every week with a hero hymn. The hero hymn says, it's the mighty wind, the mighty spirit. See, we know that spirit equals wind. Wind equals breath. Your breath is controlled by your breathing. When you inhale, you take in. When you exhale, you give out. Great givers make great getters. That is the spirit. So when the mighty wind travels out of me through my vocal cords and causes a vibration that we know is sound, you feel me just as much as you hear me. And that feeling is when we unite in the hero spirit to truly understand we are all we got. We are all we need. Tonight's hero hymn says, it ain't a damn thing in this world for free. I can't think of one damn thing somebody gave to me. I'm a straight up brother, and I thank God, because that's what I prayed to be. And if you're a real brother, you gotta be feeling me, cause it ain't a damn thing for free. It ain't a damn thing for free. Freedom ain't free. The most powerful thing you can pay is your attention. You pay your attention to what you care for. And what you care for is greater than any monetary value that you could pay. So it ain't nothing for free. Anything that's worth having, you must pay your attention. It ain't a damn thing. It ain't a damn thing in this world for free. I can't think of one damn thing somebody gave to me. I'm a straight up brother. I thank God, because that's what I prayed to be. And if you a real brother, you gotta be feeling me, cause it ain't a damn thing for free. I want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator, my wife, my balance, Lakeisha Perry. I say, baby, what I'm wearing tonight? She said, what about that red and that green? First thing I'm thinking, Christmas. I said, baby, what's up with the red and the green? She said, I don't know. I want you to wear it because it's something got to be related to the red and the green. And I want you to wear it so it can make you drop a jewel about the red and the green. I said, good God Almighty, you coordinating that wardrobe tonight? So the first thing I thought about when it comes to the red and the green, I think about Christmas. And we know that Christmas represents the winter solace. The winter solace is when the sun is as furthest away from the earth in the cycle. It's at its furthest away. It's the longest day of winter. And we know that winter represents death. Everything around in nature is dead. It's the furthest away that the sun is from the earth. That's what we know Christmas represents in the winter solace. So she said, well, that red and that green. If we know the red represents the sun and the green represents the earth, and we realize that now we are in the summertime, and this is the closest that the sun is to the earth, and their particular relationship makes everything grow strong, high, and mighty out of Mother Earth. So the green represents the strength and growth. The sun represents the fire and the soul. Now is the season that we collect the harvest. We're finna go on vacations. We're finna put memory bank deposits in. We're finna fill ourselves with love and joy, all out in the midst of the sun as the rays wrap its arms around us and we enjoy ourselves. So that's what the red and the green represent. Thank you, baby. Give a shout out to my wardrobe coordinator for that. She made me dress in a jewel, and I had to drop it. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world. She AI. I've been seeing a whole lot of trend about AI. Everybody demify the AI. Oh, the AI will take over. I said, oh, what a weak mind. Artificial means fake, not real. Real will always be real. So my trusted AI, yeah. Alexa, who is the master?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
That's why she my trusted AI. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you. As always, your trusty AI.
There's three types of people in the world. The hero, the villain, and the victim who's waiting to be saved or vulnerable to be destroyed. We call this hero training. We already know which one we are. See how that works? We already know. So we not fear anything fake. They say art is the greatest imitation of life. Artificial intelligence. Intelligence comes from the mind of being developed and cultivated and understanding how to think. Not what to think, but how to think. Pure, raw, real intelligence. So I program artificial intelligence. Never feel the fake when you know you're real. But listen to the narrative of the fearfulness of fakeness. See how they work? Yeah. Yeah, well, it's been a hell of an intro. Tonight's word is inheritance. Alexa, what is the meaning of inheritance?
Inheritance is usually defined as something that is or may be inherited, property passing at the owner's death to the heir or those entitled to succeed, legacy. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for inheritance.
As a parent, it is the common idea that we must hold on to say, we got to leave our children something. As Black people, sometimes we see ourselves at a disadvantage because we say we didn't have an inheritance. Our parents didn't leave us something. And we look at that in terms of other races where we look at their success as a means of having an inheritance. So just to be practical about inheritance, and we got to leave our children one, just to be practical, to get this out the way, you have life insurance. You can get it. You can get a personal account, or you can get it through your job. But you have life insurance. You can get a big enough policy to cover all your expenses, pay for your housing, so when you leave, your children will be covered and have resources. It's just that practical. Ain't no trick, ain't no illusion to it. And in most cases where there has been an inheritance, it has always been a life insurance policy of some sort when you think of someone just getting a money advantage being handed to them after death. But it ain't the inheritance I want to talk about. The inheritance I want to talk about is deeper than money. My first experience with a real sense of inheritance. My grandmother died. I watched all her children sit at a table and talk inheritance and split inheritance. It was almost in the peacefulest way that you could imagine it. A mother leaving something to be divided by her children, and then they divided it. But I looked at it for what it was. I looked at it for what it was, even if the number had been from $1 to $1 million. That didn't change. I looked at it for what it was, and I realized there was no value that could monetarily be divided to truly understand what inheritance is. I witnessed some painful emotions. I had a conversation with my daddy. I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, let me tell you something, man. I say, man, I don't want your money when you die. Spend your money, Daddy. I said, because what you gave me and what you put in me, that's my inheritance. Me and my daddy on earth right now together. A couple of weeks ago, we had a spar. I say, Daddy, I'm better than you. He said, no, the hell you ain't. I say, I am better than you, Daddy. His ego began to roar. My ego began to roar. But my ego is roaring into understanding what I'm trying to tell my daddy. Hey, Daddy, Your intent of raising me was to make me better. Daddy, don't let your ego block the reality and vision of your success. Hey, Daddy, I got your inheritance. Pay attention, Daddy. A couple weeks later, he went and bought his dream car. He said, when you can do that, you're better than me. Keep on climbing. Keep on striving, son. So we talk about inheritance. A lot of time when I'm talking about what I'm giving, it's like we see this in Kung Fu movies. See, I'm the young master. I'm the young kid in the dojo training from the master. And the master always maintain control because there's levels to this mastery. But he keep one to himself so he can always beat the student. But the student must endure to the end. And as the master begins to phase away, he give him the last key so that the son becomes the true master that he was destined to be. But to get the last key, there must be dignity, respect, and honor. See, we talking about inheritance. What you gonna leave your babies when you gone to help them carry on? See, when you thinking about monetary value, about what you're going to leave your baby. See, you got to understand what money is. Money is profit. Profit is the result of action, the result of process. So to appreciate money, to truly understand, there's a lot of verbiage and action and process to get it. But when you give somebody money and they ain't connected to the process of it, they don't value it. So I watch a lot of people in real life get inheritance of money and they don't know how to value it. I watch real people in real life. Right now, we got a matriarch generation that is dying off, that's leaving houses to children. And these houses are becoming underdeveloped and being gentrification bait. All because the children today don't understand the due process of creating and operating something. So the inheritance ain't what it really seems to be. That's why the real inheritance is deeper than what you can leave your child in monetary. Another example of inheritance that I saw and I witnessed, and it taught me what I'm teaching tonight. I worked for a company 2 generations ago in 1940. My granddad was born in 1920. But I'm talking about in 1940. My granddaddy was 20 years old. A man was walking through the woods with his dog. And these cocoa bud things kept getting stuck on his pants leg and on his dog fur. And as he got to the house, he began to examine what was going on with these cocoa buds in the fabric. And he realized and came up with a technology called hook and loop, which what we know today is Velcro. I worked for the company 2 generations ago where a man invented Velcro. The same Velcro that we all commonly use in many aspects of our life. I work for the company, the man who created Velcro 2 generations ago. I watched his grandson walk through the plant, proud, high of pure inheritance. He's the CEO. He's inherited a manufacturing company. I watched him retire. Now I see his daughter, the new CEO, the fourth generation of inheritance of this company. So I'm watching real, raw inheritance. But it's deeper than money. It's deeper than money. I like to use the acronym for God. Generate, operate, destroy. I generate the source. I operate it. They say it's easy to get money, but it's hard to keep money. If I give you and you don't pay the proper attention, how long can you keep it? See, that's where money gets tricky. So you can generate it, but now you got to operate it. Operate it meaning make it work how it's supposed to work. Destroy means to destroy any threat or opposition to it. So I generate, I operate, I destroy anything that comes against my inheritance. This is what my father passed down to me. It's what your father passed down to you. It's what your mother passed down to you. Passed it down in you. That's where your true inheritance lies. If you raise your children in the ways of realness, when you're dead and gone, the realness will always be. If you raise your children in the absence of realness, in the absence of confidence, if you raise them always looking for love in all the wrong places, if you raise your children to never value the mirror, I told you it's three types of people: the hero, the villain, and the one in the middle who's looking to be saved, the vulnerable to be destroyed. That person inherits that. It's a cycle that perpetuates that. I told you how the acronym for God works: generate, operate, and destroy. If there's a God in you that you love and know, and that God operates through you to generate, operate, and destroy. You generate the legacy. You generate the love. You generate the confidence. You generate the dignity. You generate the joy. You generate the respect. You operate it within your household. You operate it within your children. You operate it within your marriage. You operate it within your job. You operate it with every aspect of your life, and you destroy anything that comes against it to be a threat or opposition. And if you inherit that in your child, and if you realize which that has been inherited in you, I promise you money won't be a thing. You will truly understand when they say, make the money, don't let the money. So I told my daddy, I already got everything. My daddy bought his dream car. My daughter say, I ain't know Paul was rich. I said, why you say that? She said, I ain't never saw nobody drive no car like that but rich people. I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, Johnny say you rich. He said, I ain't rich. So I want to fuck with him a little bit. I said, man, you is rich, man. Can't nobody do what you do. I said, you is rich. He bucked back. I ain't rich. I said, well, what you is then? He said, I'm successful. Alexa, what is the meaning of successful?
The adjective successful is usually defined as achieving or having achieved success. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for successful.
Alexa, what is the meaning of success?
Success is usually defined as the favorable or prosperous termination of attempts or endeavors, the accomplishment of one's goals. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for success.
The accomplishments of one's goals. Your goals ain't their goals, and their goals ain't your goals. But the point of it all is, do you have goals? Do you have goals? What are your goals? Because if your goals are sincere, ain't nobody define your success. But you got to be real about your goals. And when you begin to achieve your goals, you become golden. Your confidence rise. Your chest poke out. Your shoulders get broad. You see it in your posture. You're a person that walks in success, meaning whatever I set my mind to, I do. Your children watch that. That becomes the norm. They hear mama and daddy talking about what they gonna do. Then they witness and watch mama and daddy do what they said they gonna do. And they start to realize that this is my mama and my daddy, and they're teaching me what to do. So when they out there in that real world, they realize and reflect to everything that they've been taught to do. And when you ain't around, if in the natural order that we all wish to be in, that our children bury us and we're dead and gone, and they still living strong within them, in their mind, in their soul, in their heart, they have a foundation of knowing what to do. And as long as they know what to do, boy, they got an inheritance. Boy, they got an inheritance. Boy, don't they got an inheritance. Boy, don't they got an inheritance. You know, when you're in a room full of people and don't nobody know what to do, only you. When you're in a room full of people and nobody in the room knows what to do, but only you know what to do. See how they work? You see how they work. You see how that works. That's the inheritance. That's the inheritance. That's why I say, man, and I mean when I say, it ain't a damn thing in this world for free. I can't think of one damn thing somebody gave to me. I'm a straight up brother. I thank God, 'cause that's what I pray to be. And if you're real, my brother or sister, you gotta be feeling me. 'Cause it ain't a damn thing for free. It ain't a damn thing for free. I feel good, y'all. But yeah, man. But back to the practical side. If you real about being real, man, get you some insurance. Get you some life insurance. I know times hard. Sometimes we say, man, that's just an extra bill. Well, if you're going to take the gamble to at least know that you're going to work, at least know that you're going to work and get all they got to offer at your job to be secure and understand it ain't nobody but the bullshit and tomorrow ain't promised. Get the max at your job if you're really serious about inheritance. You know, I always talk about, man, is this shit real and is it not? But like I say, man, so many of us have witnessed our family members pass, man. And there wasn't no money to bury them. One of the most humiliating things that I ever see is they go from me. And like I say, I know ain't nobody above it. Ain't nobody prepared for death like that. And don't nobody want to prepare for death. But we'll have general conversations and down ourselves in the name of inheritance to say that's one of our crippleness of why we can't get ahead versus them. We give them the benefit of doubt of saying that they always are left in a better position than us. And if you truly feel that, then change the cycle. Change the cycle. It's that simple. It's that simple. But what we talking about is deeper than that. Do that and look at what you're putting in your babies. Look at what's put in you. It's the inheritance. Like I say, man, we're talking about family, man. We're talking about family. See, we got to understand what family is, man. A family is a man and a woman. Their children. A family is a man and a woman and their children. Our reference to family is to a matriarch generation. We're talking about a man and a woman that had a whole lot of children. Our reference to family is a matriarch generation to a man and a woman that had a whole lot of children. Anywhere between 8 to 12 children. So those 8 to 12 children spawn many branches of trees that spawn to grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So when we come together, we talk about how big and how strong our family is. But the roots of that is always has been a man and a woman and their children. So when we reference family, we must reference it from the man and the woman perspective. You ain't the child no more. You the man and the woman. So when you talk about family and what it is and what it ain't, it's a reflection of you. You control the inheritance right now. What are you leaving? Talking about family, y'all. We talking about a man and a woman living a full life and creating a legacy and leaving something for their children. Stop thinking like a minor. See, that's why they call us minority. Stop thinking like a minor. Stop thinking like someone who is minor in the mind, who is yet to be developed. Stop thinking like the child. You're more focused on what somebody leaving you than what you're leaving. You ain't the child no more. I told my daddy he done gave me. I got it, Daddy. Run your victory laps, Daddy. You succeeded. You successful. That's the inheritance. I'm going to get out of here, man. I ain't going to force it, man. It's been a real show. You get the point, man. You get the point, man. There's 101 houses in my neighborhood. Rich history. 101 houses in my neighborhood. So many of these people over here inherited these houses. I know 5 right now off the top, just looking from my front yard. They inherited these houses. They say, man, I grew up here. These houses were built in 1953. I've been staying here all my life. 101 houses in the neighborhood. I'm looking at the ones who inherited the house. They all done fucked up his houses in the neighborhood. They don't have a sense of value to it. Because they ain't obtained it through a process that requires something to be generated, something to be operated, and something to be destroyed when it comes against it. So you can see the difference of the inherited houses and those who have worked to establish pride and honor to raise their family in this neighborhood. See how they see how. I love you, man. Want to give a shout out, man, to my brother E. This one's for you, bro. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Woo. Want to give a shout out to my big brother LB. Y'all go check out them clips me and brother LB did on Hot Topics on his page, Urban Media. Go check them out, man. I'm sharing them all down my page. I believe in that, brother, man. We all we got, we all we need. Want to give a shout out to my brother Kamala. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Crump. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Winston. Want to give a shout out to my brother Money. Want to give a shout out to my brother Black, my brother Adrian. Want to give a shout out to my brother Junior. Junior, you don't know what it means to me, man, when you make them posts and share them things about hero training and say meet him here on Thursday. That mean the world to me, man. That mean the world to me, brother. And I love you for that, man. This past Father's Day, man, I went down my dad's house. Him and my big cousin Albert was in there on Father's Day. And if you go back and look at the episode that was called Mad, that's one of my favorite episodes, man. That was a powerful episode, but I told a story about the Three Stooges. And I got there, and I sat there on Father's Day, the day before Father's Day, rather, and I got to watch that episode with my daddy and Albert. And that story is about them. And they watched me tell their story. And I looked at their facial expression and so much pride. Man, I cried in there with that, man. I cried in there with that moment, tears of joy, man. Just to see my daddy and my big cousin have so much honor the way I talked about them and to see that joy in their face, man. So great givers make great givers, man. Great givers make great givers, man. That's how it works, man. And being able to see that and know that and work it. Like I say, generate, operate, and destroy. That's what that's working it, man. When you can generate the love, man. When you can generate the respect in the room. It's been so many times, man, I've had a purpose to be somewhere. I only go places on purpose, for a purpose, and in purpose. And anytime I have a purpose to be, then God in the house. So it's been situations where I walked into a room. Well, I know the vibe wasn't in my favor. But I say it's time to generate, operate, and destroy. God's in the house. I generate love. I generate respect. I generate dignity. I say, what's up? How everybody doing? What's going on? I speak to everybody in the room, and everybody speak back. All right now. Hey, how you doing? I generate love. I generate respect. You ain't got to like me, but you're going to respect me because that's what I'm giving. I operate the respect and love and honor. I give it under no conditions. Hey, how you doing? And there's times I can feel a vibe or somebody that act like they want to be an opposition. And I reaffirm what I generated. How you doing, man? Everything all right? Yeah, everything good, everything good. Yeah, I destroyed that shit. See how that works? God's in the house. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you. See how that works? I'm talking about you. There's three types of people. The hero, the villain, the one who's waiting to be saved, or the one who's vulnerable to be destroyed. I know which one you is because you're right here, paying me some attention. And whether you know it or not, you inherited that. That's something that's innately in you. Alexa, what is the meaning of innately?
This might answer your question. The meaning of enlighten me is to give information or wisdom.
No, that ain't what I said. Alexa, what is the meaning of innately?
Innately is an adverb usually defined as, in an innate manner, referring to a property that is possessed merely by its nature.
A property that is possessed merely by its nature. When you're one of the ones that's merely of your nature, you know no other way to be. I love you, man. We all we got. We all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you are that one, you got to know. I'm talking about you got to know. We all we got.